We've talked about composting before, but today I wanted to talk to you real quickly about what not to compost, what not to put in your compost pile. Now, first off, anything non-organic, don't put that in there. And what I mean by non-organic is anything that's never been alive. So anything that has plastic, as part of it, or anything plasticky or man-made, you don't want to put that in your pile. Now, you can always take it out later, but that kind of can become a hassle, especially if you're, trying to shovel and work. You don't want a garbage pile. You want a compost pile. Now some things are a little bit touchy. Let's say, for example, cardboard boxes. Now, cardboard would be great, but what if it's, say, like a juice box, something that has a liner to it, make it waterproof. A pizza box, anything that has that coating, we don't want to put that in our compost pile. Now, also, anything that's real woody would be a problem. Not because it's, man-made, obviously, but because it's going to take way too long to compost. And if you have your pile all set up and you're trying to dig through it and you've got big, branches or large twigs, that's going to mess you up, especially say you're trying to bag your compost, tear your bags. It's just one more thing to have to dig through, and it's just not worth the trouble. Now, one other thing we don't want to put in our compost pile is anything oily. If you have meat scraps, cheese, yogurt, you're thinking that would be perfect, but it's not, because being so oily, what it's going to cause is two problems for you. Number one, it's going to want to bring in too many pests. You don't want to have to, bring in more pests to deal with. You're not going to want anything rooting through your compost pile, so let's not do that. And of course, the second problem with anything too oily is it's going to, stink, and you're going to have a lot of odor problems with it. So anything that's man-made, don't put it in there. Even stuff you typically put in, if it has any kind of a coating, don't do that. Stay away from branches and twigs and anything oily, meat, cheese, yogurt. So those are just a few of the things we don't want to put in our compost.